Hello, today we're going to make this cheeky chick egg cozy. I've got the pattern here that I've written. This is available on my Etsy shop, or you can just follow the video along. You will need a couple of eyes. Obviously you get everything that you need in the kit. A couple of eyes, 4mm hook. You'll need a darning needle, and you'll need some orange, white and yellow. So let's make a start and make this little chapette a friend. So you start with your yellow and make your starting loop. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing better. And then you're going to make 4 chains. And you're going to join with a slip stitch to make a circle. Okay, so there we have our circle, and then into this circle we're going to work 10 double crochets. We're starting with a chain just to get that bit of movement across. 10 double crochets. I am working in UK terms, so that's a single crochet if you're working in American terms, and they're all going to go into that middle. That's 4. 6, 8, 2 more. You might have to squidge them round a bit, make sure you've got room on. So that's 9 and then 10, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch, ignoring that first chain, and we're going to join to the first double crochet. I do like to make my life hard by doing it quite tight. So that's the top of the chick's head done. Now round 2, we're going to make 3 chain, and we're going to do 1 treble into the stitch straight underneath there, so here, so kind of increasing a little bit here. So treble, so treble in American is a double crochet, and then we're going to do, to give it some shape now, to start coming down, we're going to work 1 treble into each stitch all the way around. Now if you're doing it with your own yarn, brilliant, it uses up scrap ends. If you want to buy this as a kit, you can find the link in the description. My Etsy shop is called the Crochet Web, and you'll get everything in there. You get the yarn, the hook, the needle, the eyes, a couple of stitch markers thrown in, but you don't really need them on this, but, and then obviously the pattern, which then you've got to keep for future projects. I do a lot of these cutesy, I absolutely love crocheting with cotton and making cute little things. So if you subscribe, you'll see more of my videos coming up. I'm uploading quite regularly now. Really got into a good habit with it, and I'm loving it. Right, so round there you need to have got 12 stitches. So I'm just going to keep including the 3 chain at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 11. Yeah, so we've just got 1 left, 12, perfect. Okay, and then you're going to join to the top, the 3rd of those 3 chain. So that's 2 rounds done already. Oh, I love this. I love making things. Right, so there's the crown of your chick's head. So the next thing is round 3. So we're going to go 3 chain, 3 chain up, 1 treble in the same stitch straight down, same as you did before. It doesn't help that my tail at the back is splitting. Get rid of that. This yarn is absolutely gorgeous. The colours really pop. And then we're going to increase a little bit. So we're going to do 2 trebles into each stitch round. So we're increasing here. So 2 trebles into each stitch below, all the way around. So you should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. Now, if you're doing this with your own materials, that you can buy these eyes. They've got a little thing so they're the safer ones, I think. Or you can get these which have just got a stick-on back. But I guess babies and kids could probably get them off. So I think the sew-on ones are safer. Okay, so we're nearly at the end of round 3. And then if you just double check, you should have got 24 stitches. And it will start flattening out a little bit here. That's good. Okay, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch to that 3rd chain again. And this is the last round now in yellow. So you're going to do 2 chain, 2 this time, and then you're going to work a round of half trebles into each stitch to the end. So half treble is yarn round, in you go, pull through, yarn round, pull through all 3, yarn round, in we go, yarn round, pull through all 3. And then when we've done this round, we'll need to grab our white. You can find me on Instagram, by the way, at the Crochet Web. I'd love it if you could photograph what you make and tag me on there, and hopefully I'll be able to repost. Or let me know if you don't want me to. But I'd still love to see what you make. And it doesn't have to be a yellow chick. Could be a multicoloured pink, purple and green chick. Okay, so at the end of this round we should have still got 24 stitches. Let's go into that last one there. And then I'm going to join to the second of those 2 chains, and then we can fasten off the yellow, and we're going to join there we go, and then we're going to join with the white. And let's join at the same place, and we're just going to do the same rows we've just done, just to give it a bit of contrast, so it looks like that. So it's just a round of half trebles. Which just gives it a cute edge, bit of a contrast. Let me know in the comments if you like anything in particular making. I've got a range of flowers, I've got some kits, I've got a triple treble twisted triple treble scarf. I can't wait to do, but that takes quite a long time, so it might be one for the autumn. Right, I'll just finish that off into there, and then join into that second chain, fasten off the white, and that is your basic head shape. So all we need to do now, and this is really quick, is do 2 wings and a beak. So grab your orange and we'll do the beak. So make 4 chains. Don't make them too tight, just keep them fairly loose because you need to work into them. 4 chains, so this is the beak into the second chain from the hook, work 1 double crochet. So that's your tip of your beak. Right, I'm going to start that again because I didn't want to go right. It's always best to frog it, I think, and start again, get a better outcome. And then into the second stitch we're going to do a half treble. I love all these crochet terms: frogging, whip. And then into the third chain we're going to do a treble. So you've got a double crochet, a half treble and a treble. Oh my goodness. And that is the wide bit of the beak. So let's fasten that off. So that's the beak. Now the way to put the beak on is kind of midway up the second round of yellow. Okay, and then I'll show you where to do the wings when we've made them. So grab your yellow again. So 2 wings. I'm just going to do one with you. So for the wing you are going to make exactly the same pattern as the beak. So 4 chain into the second chain from your hook, 1 double crochet, oh, in your kit as well you get enough to make 2. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And I make sure I'm quite generous with the measurements. And then, so you've got a double crochet, a half treble, and then a treble. And that will make one wing. Okay, let's fasten that up. And then, so if you make another wing and then pop back and I'll show you where they go. Okay, so I've got my beak, my 2 wings. So the beak goes halfway up the second round of trebles here. And then the wings go a little bit further up. I'll show you on the one that I've done, Blue Peter style. So they kind of go here. Let's get the one that I've done already. They go a little bit further up than the beak, kind of at the top of that second round up. And then the eyes are sewn on to, I think I need to stitch that wing on a little bit better. I'm happy with that one. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and you love making your cheeky chicks. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate it as I grow the channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.